Hi everyone. Today we are going to look about ratio problems and how ratio problems are resolved in using Singapore Maths model techniques. First, before we go to the problem itself, let's look at some of the concepts here. In this case, we're talking about one type of problem where difference remains the same. What does that mean? What do we mean by difference remains the same? Take a look at these two boxes, a blue box and a green box. The number of balls or red balls in the blue box is to number of red balls in the green box. The ratio is 4 is to 3. Yeah, so the ratio now is 4 is to 3. I have a similar set of balls here, boxes here, and there are 4 balls here and there are 3 red balls over here. So the ratio now is still 4 is to 3. But what happens if I add 1 to the blue box and add 1 to the red box? Sorry, green box. So I add 1 ball to the blue box and 1 ball to the green box. What happens to the ratio? Now the ratio has changed. The ratio is 5 is to 4. The quantity in both of them have changed, the ratio has changed, but we just want to find out what remains the same in both the cases. So what remains the same is the difference in the number of balls. There were 4 balls here and 3 balls here, so 4 minus 3 gives 1. Similarly, even after the increase, the difference remains 1. So this is applicable for problems where initially a ratio is given between two quantities, and when the same amount of items are added to both, or the same number of items are removed from both, then the ratio changes again. But in that kind of scenario, if you look at it, you will find that the difference in the number of quantities will remain the same. Yeah, we are going to see comparing units of different sizes, but the quantity remains the same. So what do we mean by that? Let's say this is an amount, or let's say the number of stickers James has is given by this model. It is grouped into 5 units. Each is 1 unit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. Right? And let's say Mary, somebody else, she also has the same number of stickers, but she has grouped it into 3 units here. The total quantity of these two representation is the same, but the unit sizes that are used here are different. And if the unit sizes are different, it's very difficult for us to compare how many of these correspond to how many of these and so on. So to make that easier, since the total quantity remains, or the total quantity here is the same as the total quantity here, so what we're going to do is, here we have 5 units and here you have 3 units. We take the LCM, least common multiple, of these two, 5 and 3. So since they are of the same quantity, we are able to do this. 5 times 3, that is 15. Here 3 times 5 gives 15. So what it means is that each unit is divided into 3 units here, subunits. So similarly here, each unit is divided into 5 units times 5. So when you do that, here you have a total of 15 units, here I have a total of 15 units. I can extend this concept to any additional quantities that I have, right? As long as I know these two quantities are of the same size, and I can use this to compare them. So now let's take a look at one of the problems that we're going to see. Now let's go on to the problem. Jason has 6 times as many stickers as Mary. If each of them buys another 20 stickers, Jason will have 4 times as many stickers as Mary. How many stickers does each of them have? So this is an if condition. If they buy, then there is another condition happening. So the question is, how many stickers does each of them have now? All right, that's the first. First, Jason has 6 times as many stickers as Mary. That's our first information. Let's draw models for that. Mary is the reference because Jason has 6 times as many stickers as Mary. Whatever comes after as many as Mary becomes the reference. Mary is 1 unit. Jason would have 6 times of that. So he has 6 units. Now, if each of them buys another 20 stickers, so Mary buys another 20, so she has got 1 unit plus 20, and Jason also buying another 20. And Jason will have 4 times as many stickers as Mary. Now let's draw that. Again, Mary comes at the end, so Mary is your reference. Let's say this is 1 unit for Mary. Jason would have 4 such units. Yeah. You can see that when Mary's 1 unit here plus 20, it becomes equal to this 1 unit here. This unit and this unit, the sizes are not the same, so we cannot compare them. But we know that the difference between the number Jason and Mary, the number of stickers with Jason versus the number of stickers with Mary, the difference between that here, if it is some quantity, the difference would remain the same here as well, because as we have seen earlier, both of them are buying the same number of stickers. So the difference at this point here is this much. The difference between these two is this much, and we are taking the difference here is this much. So we are taking the difference, and you see that both of them, the quantity is equal. The difference in the quantity is equal. And so what we are going to do, make the unit sizes to be the same. For that, as we have seen earlier, we are going to divide each of these into 3. Each unit here will be divided into 3 parts or 3 smaller units, and here they'll be divided into 5 smaller units. So when we do that, here each of them is divided into 3 smaller units. Totally we have 15 units here. I think so, yeah. So here again, so how did we derive at this? 5 units we had times 3 gives 15. Similarly, 3 units times 5 gives 15. So you can see that the unit sizes now are the same. So we're going to apply this back to here. We want to make this into smaller sized units, right? It's done here. Similarly, here we want to make them into units of this same size. So that's done. So here, if you compare Mary, she's got 3 units plus 20 stickers. Here, Mary has 5 units. But we know that this amount is equal to this amount. And the unit sizes now are the same, so we can easily compare 5 units and 3 units. So since these two are equal, it's very clear that these 2 extra units is equal to the 20 stickers. 2 units is equal to 20 stickers, and 1 unit is equal to 10 stickers. Since one unit is 10 sticker and all of these are of the same unit sizes, Mary at first had 3 units. So 3 times 10, 30 stickers for Mary. Similarly, Jason had 3 times, is that 6, 3, 18. So that would be 18 times 10, 180 stickers for Jason. I hope it's clear. If you have any questions, please post me your comments. I'll try to answer as many questions as possible. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.